welcome once again to 25 o'clock. I'm your host, Dan Drago. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me on the show. Here we are, Philadelphia's longest-running music podcast, I think. Got a very cool show for you this week. It's episode 199. It's like the night before Christmas episode or something like that. So rather than try and find a guest to sit in the 199 spot before the big 200 spot, I didn't want to do that to somebody. I didn't want to give them all that pressure to like be the one before the other big one. So we are going to listen to a ton of new music this week, which is a thing I do from time to time. I like to make these playlist episodes, as I call them. Think of it as sort of radio on demand. I play some songs, I talk about them, and I play some more songs, and I talk about some more songs. That's how it's going to go here today. So buckle up, welcome. Let's get some of the usual stuff out of the way right here at the top. As always, if you're new to the show, old to the show, or medium to the show, I highly recommend you check out 25o'clockpod.com. That's the place, that's where you go. Everything's there. All the episodes are there available for streaming and for downloading. You can sign up for the mailing list, hook up with the show on the social medias. Is there any way that I can sound more ridiculous talking about social media by referring to it as the social medias? You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can hook up with us that way. You can check out the Friends and Neighbors page. That's where I link anyone and everyone who's ever been on the show. So if you like a guest and you like what you hear, you can go to the Friends and Neighbors page and get more information. Do that there. And for these playlist episodes, I always put up sort of a clickable playlist in the blog post for this episode, because there's going to be a whole lot of artists and a whole lot of information that I'm going to say at you. And obviously I understand that you're not going to memorize all of it right when I say it. You might not even be paying attention to my voice. I don't blame you. But if you miss who an artist was or how to get their music, go to the blog post at 25o'clockpod.com for this episode, and there will be a clickable playlist. All the links for all the artists will be there in one place for you, for convenience. I do that. I do that for you. So check it all out, 25o'clockpod.com. Like I said, episode 200 comes out after this one. I know who it is. I've already recorded the conversation. It's happening. It's real. I'm not going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you at the end of the show who it is. You can, of course, fast forward to the end of the show right now and listen. And I won't even call it cheating. You know, it's your freedom. You have the technology in front of you to do that. And I'm not going to chide you. I'm not going to finger wag at you for doing that. If you want to know right now, you can go to the end of the episode and find out. Or you can listen to a bunch of really, really great music from Philadelphia artists and then be rewarded with finding out who is going to be in next week's episode number 200. Other stuff for this week. I'm in the Philly Weekly this week, which is wild and neat. So for those of you in the Philadelphia area, pick yourself up a copy of the Philly Weekly this week in print, newsprint. It still smells like the Philly Weekly. I haven't picked up a copy of Philly Weekly in a while, but I grabbed a few today so I could send one to my mom. That's right. I'm going to send a copy of my newspaper article to my mom, and she's going to maybe put it on the fridge or something. I don't know. I don't know what she'll do with it. She is a grown adult who can do whatever she wants with the mail that she receives from me. But I'm definitely sending a copy to my mom. You can send a copy to your mom. It might be a little weird. She won't know who I am, but hey, you know, moms like mail. Reach out to your mom if you haven't, if you want to. But yeah, I'm in the Philly Weekly this week, talking about the show, talking about the upcoming 200th episode, talking about all kinds of stuff. So hey, check that out if you're so inclined. But enough about me for the moment. Let's get into some music. Let's get into this first set of, it's all instrumental music, this first set. I don't know if that was intended or not. That's just sort of how I put it together. But I want to start off with a track from Koopa Loop. Koopa Loop. That's Eric Cooper, famed bass player in the Philadelphia area. He's back with a new release. He put out a full-length release earlier this year called Koopaloop, the album. He's got an EP out right now called Pajama Jams Volume 1. He recorded it entirely himself with just his bass and his loop pedal and his effects pedals. Record comes out on May 21st. But the single, called Black Squirrel, is out there right now. He'll be releasing more every couple of weeks leading up to it, along with a video for each one. So check him out at koopaloopmusic.com and koopaloopmusic.bandcamp.com. Bandcamp, of course, being one of the best places on the internet to be able to support the artists that you want. So let's check it out. Let's check out Black Squirrel from Koopaloop here on 25 o'clock. Yes, that was Lustflower right there, a track called Emily from their record Violet, which is coming out very soon. Lustflower is the first solo musical project of Philly producer Alex Santilli, who I had on way back in the day. Alex works out of Spice House Sound in Fishtown. He's worked with tons and tons of great Philly artists. This particular track, Emily, features John Coleman on bass, Ryan Berg on drums, and Max Feeman on guitar. Alex plays all the synths. I'm always excited to hear when producers who normally don't put out their own music start putting out their own music, because you know it's something that they really stand behind and that they're really excited about normally. And having had many conversations with Alex, I know that he's always liked to be in that producer role, be in that kind of lesser known role, the person kind of behind the scenes helping shape stuff. So I think it's very, very cool that he's putting music out right now that he is a part of, that he's playing on. This is the single that's out right now. I've heard the whole record. It's outstanding. Lustflower.bandcamp.com, and check out spicehousesound.com to see where Alex hangs out most of the day. In the middle right there, you heard I Think Like Midnight, a song called Head Illuminator from their newest record, Interim Contingent. I Think Like Midnight is led by guitarist Andrew Chalfin and features members of the Dead Milkmen, and is just what you want for smart, intricate guitar rock instrumental records. You can check them out. I think like midnight.bandcamp.com. So there, you did it. You got through a triple set of instrumental music, and you were fine. Everyone was fine. Now you've earned lyrics. See, I do give the people what they want at some point. We're going to kick off the lyrical part of the show, which I didn't know was part of the show until now, when I designated it so. We're going to hear a new song from Aaliyah Wan. This is a new single that he's dropped. It's called Moon Mode. He's been dropping a few singles lately, as he said he would when I talked to him. I talked to him late last year. I'm just going to assume that he recorded this in his van, which is the image I want of Ali going forward, a great songwriter writing songs in his van. This song is the title track to his forthcoming release. Go to his Bandcamp at aliyawan.bandcamp.com and get up to date. He'll be playing at Sunflower Philly June 18th. All outdoors and distance and all things safety informed. You can get tickets right now at sunflowerphilly.org. That's going to be a great show. I will be there. So let's hear it. Let's hear Moon Mode from Aaliyah Wan here on 25 o'clock.
Set up the cord to the holy ground. floating along through a brand new sky. I find myself in a cloud and I wonder why. Nothing tastes the same anymore, nothing feels the way it did before. So I try and I try and I see the way through. I try and I try and I see the way through. But Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Oh, mama, mama, mama.
To get it on. Big beat booming through the streets. We all bow down to Babylon.
Give me more, 'cause there ain't no stopping.
Yes, Dave Cope and the Sass with a song called More from a new EP that Dave put out called Al's Guitar. Dave received a 1962 Gibson Parlor guitar when his friend Al Brown passed away recently. Al, also a great supporter of music and arts in this city. He wasted no time writing songs on it, and this EP is the first few tunes that he made with this very special guitar. So check it out. sasskicksass.bandcamp.com. What a great website. Sass Kicks Ass. Moving on. Wouldn't be an episode at 25 o'clock if I didn't mention this person. And not only am I going to mention them, I'm going to play their new song. The group is called 6-6. That's spelled Xixix. But 6-6 is Will Brown, formerly Astronaut Jump Shot. And those of you who know, it's sort of a running joke sometimes in this show is who gets mentioned more, Trap Rabbit or Will Brown. And right now I think they're pretty well tied. But Will has been hard at work over the last year making this record and getting ready to release it very soon. Those of you who know my history with Will, he drummed in a band called Love Cartel, which I was also a part of back when you could be part of bands. That could be happening again soon. I don't know. But I miss Will greatly, and I like listening to his music, and I look forward to playing with him again, or just maybe seeing him in person again. But this song is called Rich Kids. It's his lead-off single to his forthcoming release. Will Brown under the name 6-6. You can check it out. 66music.link to Xixix 66. So check it out. Here's Rich Kids from 6-6 here on 25 o'clock.
You think you've got it figured out?
so hard to prove a negative? From the shallow end, while you tried hard to disappear. With diminishing returns. I told some jokes at your expense, complicating my defense. A subtle shift in your veneer. When you cried wolf, no one could hear. The signals drifted out of range. Signals drifted out of range. When you cried wolf, it was for real.
Ryan Young right there with a song called Proven Negative from his new EP called Distinguish the Microtones. Ryan Young plays bass in Dear Forbidden, who are my proclaimed favorite Philly band. He also had a project called Needless Ghost, which is great stuff. This time he's out under his own name, and this track is more of his particular brand of arty post-rock. I'm always glad to hear whatever Ryan is a part of or putting out. So check him out at theyoungryan.bandcamp.com. And now we're going to check out someone I've never had on the show. It's sort of surprising. How have I not had this person on the show? I don't know. Maybe we can do something about that. Her name is Emily Drinker. She's been making music in this city for a long time. She's one of those artists that really worked hard over the last year, kind of getting into the live stream lifestyle and really getting her stuff out there. And she used it really well, not just to get her own music out, but also highlight other Philly music artists as well. So check her out at emilydrinker.com. This is her newest single. It's called On the Hunt. Enjoy it here on 25 O'Clock.
You can pretend all you like that you don't give a shit about me, but you've been spending nearly every night coming over to undress me. It's not easy. Don't put up that front. Come on, please. forgot how to help me become myself again. I forgot just how to do that. It got away from me. It got away from me. Hiding away almost every escape seems to cast a shadow larger than help me become myself again. I forgot how. Help me become myself again. I forgot just how to do that. It got away from me. It got away from me. It got away from me. It got away from me.
That's music from Aaron Fox right there, a song called It Got Away From Me from her album Fuzzy Logic, which is out now. Aaron and I talked about this forthcoming record when I had her on back in February, and here it is, just like she said. Isn't it nice when people do what they said they were going to do? It's a really, really great record. Aaron's melodies and songwriting style are really unique. I always enjoy hearing them. This single features her sister Katie on drums. And if you haven't heard Aaron and my conversation, you want to go back and listen to it because Aaron tells some great stories about playing with her sister for all these years. Also, this record, Fuzzy Logic, was mastered by Elaine Rasnick at Daughterboard Audio. And I like any excuse I can have to talk about Elaine Rasnick, mastering engineer at Daughterboard Audio. Anyway, check out Aaron's record, Fuzzy Logic. Go to aaronfox.bandcamp.com and hear the whole thing. It's really, really something. Moving on, another person that I'm very happy to see has put out a full length. I've been waiting for a full length from this artist for a while. Sophie Karan, who I featured on the show. Not only have I interviewed her, but I featured her music on the show multiple times because she's always putting music out, always putting singles out. But I've been waiting for a full length from her for a while, and here it is. It's got a handful of the singles that she's released over the last couple of years, as well as some new tunes. It's called Space. And I'm going to play the title track as well. Sophie's got a really powerful voice, that really classic, almost modern, well, classic and modern can be in the same thing, the classic style of R&B songwriting. She surrounds herself by excellent musicians, namely the guys in Trap Rabbit, who, there we go, Trap Rabbit got mentioned as well on this show. Running joke. Trap Rabbit or Will Brown, who will get talked about more. But they help make it happen with her as well. You can check out all her music, sophiecaran.bandcamp.com. But this is the title track, Space, from her full length. So let's hear it on 25 o'clock.
Airplane mode to mute it all. Better to have not been called. Past the time with so much faith. Now all I need is space. Hard to always stop and start. Live my life and fall apart. Fire burns my broken wings, and flames continue stinging. Always searching, have to move. Love to find it hard to choose. Toss and turn and want to prove. Push myself and then I'll bruise. All bruise. I know you go, things change. It's painful, time floats. It's slow, the same old. I know you go, things change. It's painful, time floats, although it's slow, we grow. The same old. Tried to hide above the clouds, but cosmic matter spit me out. In this black hole can't escape, even in outer space. Flew so high I couldn't breathe. Smoke so thick was hard to see. Feel too much and not at all. Then deal with this withdrawal. Always searching, have to move. Love to find it hard to choose. Toss and turn and want to prove. Push myself and then I'll bruise. All bruise. I know you'll go, things change. It's painful, top floats. It's slow, the same old. I know you go, things change. It's painful, top loads, although it's slow, we grow. The same old. Blow me away to another place. Maybe hard to explain. I don't want to stay. Blow me away. I know you go, things change. It's painful, top floats. It's slow, the same old. I know you go, things change. It's painful, top floats, although it's slow, we grow. The same old. I know you go, things change. Top floats, it's slow, the same. I know you go, things change. Top floats, although the same.
How could I not fall in love with such a place?
That is music from Kate Dressed Up right there, a song called How Could I Have Known? That's a single that she just put out. It's got horns and all that. I'm excited to hear what else she did in these sessions and to hear more of the music that she has coming out. I'm pretty sure there's more coming out like this. Check her out, katedressedup.bandcamp.com. So we did it. We made it to nearly the end, and now I will reward you with the thing that I said I was going to do at the beginning of the show. I'm going to tell you who is going to be on the next episode number 200. Before I tell you, and I will wax about this even more in episode 200, no one is as surprised and amazed as I am that I have reached 200 episodes, that I've gotten to that point. Very exciting for me, and I wanted to mark it properly. I know I've tried to mark, certain episodes if they've as the time has gone on in this show, and I've done it, I think, with a medium success. But this one, I really wanted to do it right. I really wanted to, have a great guest that really made sense, that like it would be like a big guest. So I will tell you now. Here's a little drum roll. Guest for episode 200, which you will hear next week on May 18th. That's when the episode comes out. None other than Philly local juggernaut and XPN midday host Helen Light. Was a longtime champion of Philadelphia artists. It was a great talk. It's done. It's already happened. I can't wait for you all to hear it, but it made so much sense to have Helen on because she has been a champion of Philadelphia musicians and Philadelphia music for such a long time, and is one of the many inspirations, I will say, that that caused me to even have this show in the first place. So you can look forward to that. May 18th, the episode drops. Helen Light here on 25 o'clock. So there. Now you know. I want to leave us with one more song because that's how I like to do it. And I saved, in my opinion, one of the best for last. The group is called Low Priestess. The song is called Today Could Be Someday from their forthcoming album, How'd Your Bones Break? You have to say that like you know what you're saying. How'd Your Bones Break from Low Priestess. Low Priestess is Gina Cardillo and Scott Radway. Gina Cardillo fronts the band Dear Forbidden, who I mentioned before when I was talking about Ryan Young, and you all know my feelings about the band Dear Forbidden. But she's putting out this new project with Scott Radway, who's helped produce some of the more recent Dear Forbidden tunes as well. This is a different sound for them, though. Dear Forbidden, kind of a heavy, crunchy guitar, loud, quiet, Pixies-ish type of band. This one's very piano-led. It's more of a torch singer type of tune. It suits Gina 100%. I very much look forward to the whole release of this when it comes out. So that's what we're going to do. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for listening to all these bands. Go to 25o'clockpod.com. Go to the blog post for this episode. I have a clickable playlist. It'll take you to everyone's Bandcamp or their website or wherever you can get their music. So do that. Do exactly that. Go to 25o'clockpod.com. Click on the blog post and click on the artists that jumped out to you, that spoke to you. Do it. My name is Dan Drago. It's 25 o'clock, very special episode 199, spring 2021 playlist episode. Catch you all next time for episode 200. But like I said, I'm going to leave you with this track from Low Priestess called Today Could Be Someday. Until next time, take care of yourselves.
Just a step away from nothing. Just a ripple in the sea. Just another broken toy with no functionality. So what? So what? Just an ember left to die out, and it will eventually, like 1,000 lonely hearts that were never meant to be in love. In
it doesn't go away just by saying, well, okay, it's over. And it doesn't go away just by telling yourself you're okay. If not now, then maybe someday it won't seem wrong. Today could be someday, but someday's gone. Could it all be unremembered? Could we bury it at sea? Would it sink down to the bottom just to save your memory? My love, my love. Just the same old lonely pattern playing out eternally. And the one thing I'll hold on to for all eternity. And it doesn't go away just by saying, well, okay, it's over. Doesn't go away just by telling yourself you're okay. If not now, then maybe someday it won't seem wrong. Today could be someday, but someday's gone.